How's it everyone? Welcome to Bait Tactics. In today's video I'm going to show you how to make an awesome soluble boilie that I use to catch not the biggest but one of my prettiest mirrors that I've ever caught. I use black pepper hydro, real Fruitz hydro and real Fruitz. If you feel I've added some value, please subscribe to the channel, like the videos and leave a comment in the comment section. I really appreciate all the support. Sit back and enjoy. Let's go, buddy! You are going to need some black pepper hydro, any fruit hydro that you want. Mulberry is one of my favorites. Some feeding molasses, and this will help bind your mix. You are going to need some very ripe bananas. I use about 3 bananas per 1 kg of base mix. 1 apple, and I use 1 apple per 1 kg of base mix. Some feeding salt, and I use 50 to 100 grams per 1 kg of base mix. 700 grams of full fat roasted soya flour. 250 grams of Super Gold 60. This is always a staple in my boilies as it adds a protein and it helps with binding as well. This is a super awesome product to use in all your boilies. Then I'm going to add calf milk replacement. I use about 50 grams per kg of base mix, but you can up it to 100 grams per kg of base mix. Then I'm adding 60 grams of protein shake. This is a pea protein base and it's a strawberry flavor. This is also awesome stuff to use. Just make sure there's no stimulants if you use protein shakes. Then you are going to need some lucerne or alfalfa. I use about 50 grams per kg of base mix. This adds essential vitamins and minerals and adds a lot of fiber as well. This is also one of my staples when I make boilies, and this is an awesome ingredient that you should always use in your boilies. So first I'm gonna add my salt and lucerne to the blender and make it as fine as possible. Then add all your other dry ingredients to a bag. Make sure your bag doesn't burst like mine did now. So I'm just going to mix them through. Make sure everything is mixed through all the way. It's best to put it in a bag and shake it, but like I said, just make sure you've got the correct bag. I added it to a bigger tub as well to make it easier. It's better to do that from the beginning. I'll use 125 to 200 ml of black pepper hydro per 1 kg of base mix. Now add your fruits and hydros to a blender, but don't add your molasses yet. I'll add 500 ml or 2 cups of Mulberry Hydro. Because I'm making soluble boilies, I want my hook baits to be harder. So I'm going to make a small 2-egg mix for my hook baits to ensure that they last longer on the hair. Now you are going to flatten up your dough and cut it up into different shapes and sizes. It's okay if your hook baits are not as dark as your feeding boilies, as we are still going to give them a few coats of hydrolysate and wrap them in a paste when we go fishing. Now boil them till they float and leave them to dry for 2 to 4 days. You can steam them as well. When your hook baits are dry, you can give them a good coating in some black pepper or fruit hydrolysates. Now that the hook baits are done, we're going to start with the feeding boilies. Take your hydro and fruit mix and add it to your dry mix. Mix it through and start adding the molasses. Keep mixing and kneading until everything is mixed through and you've got a nice big lump of dough. When you're done, put it in a plastic bag and put it in the fridge to rest for at least an hour. Put some of it in a small bag in the freezer to use as a paste wrap. You can use any oil to oil up the surface of where you are going to be cutting up your dough. I like to use the omega fish oil capsules. And just like with your hook baits, flatten out the dough to the desired thickness and cut it up into all different shapes and sizes. When you are done, put them on your drying racks and let them dry out until they are completely dried and rock hard. This will give them a very long shelf life and prolong their breakdown times in the water. Wrapping your baits in paste is a super potent tactic and ensures your hook bait leaches out tons of smells, flavors and feeding triggers, especially if you use hydrolysates, giving you the best chance of catching those fish that dreams are made of. Thanks for watching and tight lines.